Hopefully I'm not sideways. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about your to-do list. And as you can hear, all the neighborhood dogs have decided to join in and bark. I'm actually inside my house, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. Okay, so we've been chatting about time management and balance in the group. And the reason being is that so many working moms that homeschool and run a house have talked about the struggle to find balance. Now, some people hate that word, balance. They're like, it's impossible because they view balance as equal, okay? They have this mental picture of scales and everything has to be equal. That's not what balance is, at least not in our type of life. Balance is finding your priorities, identifying them, doing them first and making sure that they get done, and then fitting everything else around them. So in the group recently, I asked the question about to-do lists. To-do lists are very important for me. Not everybody likes to have one, but usually people will even have a mental to-do list. If they don't write anything down, they'll have an idea of what they need to do. So I asked the question, how many items do you have on your to-do list? Now, some answers were pretty good. They're like, 5 or 6. Some people had to write their to-do list. That was their to-do list. And most people were scared to look at it, okay? They were like, I don't want to look at my to-do list. It's too scary. It's instantly overwhelming. And I'm thinking it's because you have 532 things on your to-do list. Am I right? I'm going to tell you something. If I looked at my to-do list and it had 532 things to do, I would want to close the to-do list and go back to bed. I'm a mom. I don't actually get to do that, right? So the first thing about to-do lists that I'm going to ask you guys to do is to stop writing 532 things on it. Now, the key to being scheduled, and we now have a free challenge that is created. It's by email. It gets delivered to you every day in your inbox that will help you create a simple schedule, because keeping it simple is the key. Simple. Okay, I don't have time for complicated, and I'm sure you don't either. But what's simple for one person is not always simple for somebody else. And that is why I really struggle when people say, well, I wish somebody could take my schedule and make it for me. And we could. If you handed me your schedule, I could arrange it for you. But the problem is I don't know your priorities. I don't know who you have helping you out. I don't know what you can delegate, outsource, what shortcuts you want to use, what planning system you want to use. All of these things are really unique for you. And that's why I like to share the outline or the framework on how you can create your own schedule, because you know yourself best. I asked on my Facebook page something about scheduling, and somebody said, I want somebody to take my entire life and plan it for me. And I said, I can't do that. And there are probably services out there that could do it for you. And, if there is one that you love and you use, share it in the comments of this video so other people can check it out. But I really feel that because there is more than one way to do this, it's really important that you keep it simple and to do it for yourself. So one of the main things that I think people do is they overcomplicate their to-do list or their schedule. And I'm going to share with you, I can only share with you one thing that I use. So I use 2 tools currently. I am the queen of trying different planners, and that's because as my life changes, my planner or my planning system needs to change too. Plus, it's fun. I find that almost like self-care. Planning is like my self-care. It's kind of my thing that I do, and I get to do it by myself or with my daughter, and I have a cup of coffee, and I have all my stickers and pens, and I have a time block in my schedule that actually says plan in big capital letters, and that's when I do it. So I'll show you what I'm using right now. I use a planner, paper planner right now. This is this one. You guys have seen me share this for the entire year. Actually, I think it's 16 months. I've been using it for almost 16 months. It finishes in December, and then I get to go hunt around and find a new one or design my own. I haven't decided yet, but this is what, trying to see if there's anything personal on here before I flip it over. this is what this week looks like for me. Okay, it's very simple. Today, I had 6 things written on it. One of them, and this is why I'm sharing this today, is because the reason you need a simple to-do list is because life changes. And sometimes we have things that we can't control. So today I had an appointment at 2 p.m. with Katie, which is my mother-in-law's dog. Now I had to take her to the groomer and my mother-in-law cannot drive. So I had to get up in the morning, get the car, because we only have one vehicle, come home, do some things, go to work, come home, do some things, grab the dog. Take it out there, do some more things, blah, 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 blah. I don't have all that written down in my planner because I know what I have to do. I don't have get up, get the car, drive to the gas station, put gas in, pick up coffee, come home. Maybe you need a step-by-step thing. Do that. I don't. So I just have Katie at 2 o'clock. I know what that means. I also use the Google Calendar on my phone, which is what I'm recording this video for, so that won't work. But it has a reminder. So yesterday I got the reminder that I had the appointment today at 2 o'clock. And because I'm very forgetful, I had one this morning. The problem was my phone rang and the groomer called and said, hey, can I move you to 12? I don't like change. So I was like, okay, but looking at my planner, I could see what my priorities were, what I needed to get done, which was art with my daughter and homeschooling and some laundry because I like clean underwear and cooking meals. And I knew I had a meeting tonight. So I knew some things could be switched around, but I had to make a couple of phone calls. I had to call my mother-in-law and see if that was okay with her. I don't write all that down, but having the to-do list, having a visual thing that I could check and say, okay, where's the white space? Where's the buffered space? What can I move around? What can I not move around? Was I able to do this? And sometimes I can say yes, like I did today. And sometimes I have to be brave and say no. So if you get anything out of this video, is one thing. When you look at that massive, scary to-do list, please keep it simple and only put things on your to-do list that you absolutely need to put on there. Be as scheduled as you need to be. Don't overschedule. Don't overcomplicate life. You have enough going on. All right, if you have any tips, tricks, suggestions, I would love to hear about them. I'll leave you a link for that free simple scheduling challenge in the comments. All right, you guys have a great day and I will talk to you later.